Welcome to the second lesson in the business and entrepreneur series, course, training, whatever you want to call it. And in the first lesson, we went over accepting the fact that this is an expertise and it's a skill area, and you need to treat it as such. And that's how you're going to learn business. That's how you're going to learn how to become an entrepreneur. And there's always a question going around as whether or not entrepreneurs are born, or you can teach them or train them. I'm not going to get into that, but there's this one famous saying that I really do believe in, and I'll also give you a principle that I believe in. And the first, let me give you the principle. The principle is that once you are born, once you have your faculties right, you can learn pretty much anything. You can adopt anything. And part of that is actually applying yourself to it. And another thing is immersing yourself into it. If they put you over there in Japan or China and that's where you have to live forever, you won't have to go to school to learn the language. You will get it over time. You might, let's say 2 of you guys went. One guy might get it a little quicker, but that doesn't mean that you're not going to get it. In other words, there are some people that have a natural knack for things, and there are things that you have a natural knack for. Entrepreneur business might not be one of it, but that doesn't mean you cannot make a really good life from it. That doesn't mean you cannot become a good enough entrepreneur. And oftentimes that good enough mean is far exceeding the amount of success you want to have. I'm just saying that the potential that you have to learn can give you results way above what you actually set out to get. In other words, entrepreneurs much approach everything with an I can do approach. And I want to say this early, although I'll do a lesson on it further down in the course. But I want to say this early because I want you to get it. That not every topic or every area is going to be your love, or it's going to be good for you, or you're going to naturally like. For example, if somebody's in the gym and they work out, they do arms, they do legs, they do upper body, they do core body strength. That person look like a real gym buff. They look real good. They have a good sculpture. They're fit. If you walk up to that person, they'll give you 1 or 2 exercises that they actually hate and they're poor at. But what they do it, or they find machine that leverage it for them and make it easier for them to do it. It's the same thing with business. There are some areas that you're going to get a general knowledge of, but then you're going to find stars. People are out there that you can contract, that you can hire to do it right for you. So while you're getting the general understanding, you're getting the basic knowledge and the basic know-how in all the areas, there are some areas that are absolutely going to disgust you, are absolutely going to put you off, but you want to learn it anyway so that you can know what to look for in the people that you're hiring and what the steps they are to take and how they are supposed to do their jobs. I'll just tell you that from the get-go. So now that we have understood that this is an area of expertise, it's a profession that you need to learn, and you don't have to be gifted at it. You just need to have the capacity mentally to absorb information and the tenacity and the commitment to apply what you know. And your own spin and your own creativity will automatically kick in once you're doing the work, because creativity comes from effort. Creativity comes from effort. Seeing people and saying, oh, he's creative. No. Exposing your brain to something for a long time, staying with something over time stokes creativity. That's a fact. That's a scientific fact. That's not my opinion that I'm floating around. So understand that you'll become more creative as you do the thing more. You'll come up with more ideas. You'll be more innovative as you do the thing more. And I'll say this again. There will always be the guy who can make the fastest car. He's talented. enough. He can come up with the best looking thing in 2 days. But if you are determined to work to come up with a really good looking thing, might not be the best, but it will be good enough. And that's the base that you fall on. You're aiming for the sky, but if you fall, you'll reach the cloud. The cloud is high enough. The cloud might be $100 million business for you. The cloud might get you the 5 homes you want. The cloud might be the legacy you want to live for your family. The cloud might be that lifestyle you want for yourself and generational wealth. It's not this humongous thing that you probably think that it is talented people alone that can reach. So I'm telling you that average people with average IQ, average level of intelligence, average ability to grasp stuff can do the work and actually get to a good enough level. Good enough will be able to sustain that. So while we might not be able to get a pig, turn a pig into a racehorse, I think I might have used this analogy before, we can get a pig to be fast enough, or a very fast pig. So if you don't think you are born for it, once you have your mental capacities intact, you can learn enough of it. Thank you. So let's move on. Now, the idea of being an entrepreneur, of being a business person, is based in some fundamental principles. And one of those fundamental principles is that you are of the can-do mindset. 1. 2, businesses exist because you solve a problem in the marketplace. As an entrepreneur, your specialty is to solve problems. And entrepreneurs who are starting out, I know you will look up on the glamours and the size of big corporations and big establishments, and it might throw you off. You might think, oh wow, I'll never get that big. But understand that a Coca-Cola, for example, sold 4 bottles in the first year. 4 bottles. Entire year. FedEx started out with 12 packages. And the list goes on and on and on and on. 75% of all business, successful, rich, wealthy business owners are self-made. They took it from scratch, they bootstrap it, and they took themselves to a level that is notable, that they can serve on a large scale. Business owners, entrepreneurs have to have a can-do mindset. First. Secondly, they must absorb and grasp the concept that it will not be about your resources. It will be mainly about your resourcefulness. It will not come down to your resources. It will come down to your resourcefulness. That's how you're going to take yourself from 0 to the point where you want to be, or from a low level to a high level. You have got to be resourceful. You have to have the mindset that this is where I am, this is where I want to be. I don't know how to get there, but I can learn and I can take the actions and put in the time and the effort and follow a certain path, and I will be able to get there. There's a difference between the working class and the people who are business owners and entrepreneurs. Working class people think of things as, I don't know how to do this. Entrepreneurs and business people say, how can I learn how to do this? The working class say, I don't have this. I can't get it. Only some people have it. Entrepreneurs say, I don't have this thing. I want this thing. How can I get this thing? What can I do? How can I set goals and set a plan of action to get this thing? Entrepreneurs live in the realm of possibilities. They are on the side of effort and goals instead of fears and doubts. And one of the biggest difference, one of the huge characteristic that separates employee mindset from a business owner or an entrepreneur mindset is their risk tolerance. Are you willing to risk your time? Are you willing to risk your money? Are you the person who will suffer now, who will forego the pleasure now, who will give up instant gratification now for a better life in the future? Are you willing to live now like others don't want to live so that you can get to live like others can never live? Are you willing to make the sacrifice now so you can live years down the road and your family can be secured years down the road like others only dream of living? What are you willing to give up to go up? Are you willing to put in the time? Are you willing to put in the sacrifice? Are you going to give up some of your entertainment time to learn and grow and work on your business? Are you going to give up the expensive car to invest the money in your business so that down the road you will have a machine that can buy you 10 expensive cars? It's an opportunity cost, as we call it in economics. It is the idea that I am sacrificing this 5 now because I'm putting it into something that will turn me out 50 all day long. Instead of buying an expensive car, you shave the money off the top, buy a cheaper car, buy cheaper furnitures, put the money into something that can make you buy yachts and jets and buildings down the road. The entrepreneur's mindset is about sacrifice. The entrepreneur's mindset is about I can do. The entrepreneur mindset is that I can have if I learn how to have. The entrepreneur mindset is about risk now for the potential of gaining more later. It's not doubt. It's not fear. It's moving beyond that and going for freedom and abundance. An entrepreneur understands and believes fundamentally in the human potential, their own abilities to create what they set out to create or what they feel should be a staple in their lives. Not outsourcing your freedom, your time, and your level of income to someone else on a 9-to-5 job, but actually working to take command of your time and your income potential. That is the spirit, that is the attitude, that is the character of an entrepreneur. If you don't believe in freedom, if you don't believe in creating your own way, if you don't believe in coming up with your own solutions, if you don't believe in being creative, if you don't believe in being resourceful, you'll have a very difficult time being a successful entrepreneur. So I wanted to get rid of the mindset stuff, realizing that your sheer confidence and conviction and belief that you too are capable through the laws of causes and effect to create the life you want. Thank you very much. That is my second lesson. We look forward to getting into the third one. Exciting times, guys. Thanks.